The purpose for our discussion here today is to convey information from life beyond this planet and this reality to the people inside this world and inside this reality, because it's the reality we occupy here is like a cocoon and just a small droplet in the ocean of what exists in truth of life and what there really is of life, as opposed to what we are taught and what we are conditioned and programmed to know as what is real and what is not real. Everything in our existence is waveform, it is frequency, and it is energy. There is nothing else but waveform on all levels of existence of our universe. So therefore, the energy signature of a being does not lie. You can sit there and you can intellectually think, I've got this guy covered, I can tell him that, I can tell her this, but the energy you're actually transmitting out of your chakra systems, out of your energy centers, says something else. And a lot of people have the ability, and more rapidly, it's like a snowball effect on this planet at the moment. The people that are embracing the Christed energy, the golden light, their awareness is expanding, and they are now having the ability to sense another person in their presence and what they feel and what they see and what they think, because it's not, like I said, the logical thinking that we're grasping here. We're grasping the energy signatures of the operational energy signature of that being. Everyone's different. Everyone has their own little energy signature, and each individual being has a whole harmonic series. It's not just one frequency. It's a whole series of harmonics that comes off each and every one. And so as a child, I was experiencing that quite dramatically. We have been negotiating with the governments of this planet for decades, absolute decades. The ideology or the mindset that the governing bodies on this planet have is the obstacle, and that is to continue to govern the people through power, with force, utilising the power in the sense of force, and creating systems where it enslaves the humanity of this planet. These negotiations continue today and will rapidly increase over the next few years, simply because we're bringing incredible proof and evidence to these peoples where they can no longer deny the facts of what is occurring now and what is about to occur on this planet. This planet is now currently under the jurisdiction of the Cirrus Nation. The treaties that were signed up a while ago were formulated in the early 90s, like the recent run of treaties. The full implementation of all of that, and throughout what's been going on throughout the decades, was implemented at the first equinox of this year, March 21, 2004. The full implementation of this planet, now under the jurisdiction of the Cirrus Nation, is currently operative, and is such. It's what is. Can't change it, can't alter it, because you're one planet here. It's a multicultural planet, an absolute multicultural planet, and we have many nations who have agreed to this. All nations, basically, but a handful of rebels. So it is not a mystery to anybody else except the general masses on this planet, and maybe their immediate governing bodies, but all the ones that are behind the scenes know exactly what I'm talking about, know exactly what's going on, and are quite pleased to hear some of us, people like myself, coming forward to the general public and beginning to speak about it, because it is one of the most difficult things to do. And they would much rather have someone like me do it than themselves. But that's okay, we'll all be pulling together as a team soon, and this information will be coming forward in a big way very soon, simply because we'll have no choice. The changes will begin to occur, and we'd rather get this awareness happening before changes occur. It's the not knowing, it's that uncertainty which creates all this fear and all these awful feelings around us. It's important that we know what's going on, so that's what we're doing. We're feeding you the big picture, so therefore you can start beginning to get a grasp and understand where you fit in the scheme of life and things, so then we can go about releasing that energy of uncertainty out of our being, and we can then operate in an understanding manner, a more peaceful manner. That's what we're doing here. The reason we're calling it confederation, because it's a conglomerate of all the federations in each frequency spectrum. It's been known that the Galactic Federation is the Council of 12, and has been for some time, but secretly run by the Council of 9. Basically, that's what's been going on here. Okay. Because the light, with the two expressions of energy, the light will seem to be passive in its own right, and that energy was the one preferred to be utilised for first establishing the Galactic Federation of Light. Now it's openly run by the Council of 9, by the energy of balance. Okay, so now I'm going through, that was a bit of ancient history on the Confederation. It sits in the star system known as Lyra. Okay. It's pretty much the governing body. It's kind of like the United Nations here on Earth. And it's run in line with the creational hierarchy, with the hierarchical forces of creation. It's not a religious structure. It's just when you understand what is, you work with that, you respect that hierarchical structure and you work with it, and that's all there is to it. It's not about illusion, control. It's none of that. In some of the TV shows, like I believe Star Trek, they talked about the universal law of non-interference, and that is a fact, and that's why I'm here talking to you. Our planet is surrounded by ships of the Federation, but we're not showing ourselves because not enough people here want us to come in yet and help. And that is an absolute fact of reality. If we have more people on this planet that want us to come here and help, we will immediately come in. We're ready to go, absolutely ready to go. New technologies, everything. Restructure the whole planet. We can do it. We've done it many times over. We've restructured entire star systems in many different dimensional realities. We are proficient at this, and it will be done peacefully, calmly, sanely, in the utmost respect of every culture, and that's what we're waiting for. We're negotiating with the authorities on the planet, and it's important that this message gets out, that we start saying, hey, we're coming to the close of the cycle, something's got to give. At the moment, the authorities don't wish to give, so something else is going to give. And we are at a fork in the road. We are at a fork in the road. And as a sitting councillor of the Federation and the Sirian Council, I put this message forward to this planet. And it's important that this message gets out, because if we do not come in and start changing the operational frequency of humanity on this planet, then the planet herself as a living being is going to do it herself. And it's not a doomsday prediction, it's just what is. It's the operational frequency of the planet and the planetary systems, and we really need to understand that. It's not sitting here saying you're all going to die, nothing like that. I don't want to enter that energy, okay? It's not about that. It's just understanding the evolutionary processes that are here today at hand and the ones that are rapidly approaching for all of us. It's important that you do that, because it's not about everyone copying it, okay? It's not about that. No, the governments are just puppets. They're just tools that are used to, what it is, a handful of, I've had personal interactions with the one that sits at the top of the tree. I'll just refer to him as the Beast. That's it. He's really stubborn. He's the one that pulls the strings and the rest of them. It's a couple of rebel establishments throughout the cosmos. This is a universal planet here, and you have an incarnational form here, all different races from out there, and each celestial management structure out there has a finger in the pie here. And what's happened is a rebel group has gotten it out of control. 6,000 years ago they came to the planet, and it's been out of control ever since.